especially when under duress. Open quote. The court did not say the claims were false, only that the complaint and service did not meet required legal form. That is not the same as losing on merits. Close claim, there was no intimidation, forced relocation, or duress. Rex admitted he left voluntarily. Contradiction alert. Leaving voluntarily under threat of demolition or enforcement is not free choice. It's no eviction, no displacement. If a code official says, prove compliance again or we bulldoze it, and that results in loss of housing, that is pressure. Even if indirect. Affidavits 1, 2, 5, and property records support that code enforcement was used as a leverage tool, regardless of technical eviction status. Claim, Archbell only followed at a distance. Rex made first contact. This doesn't address why Archbell was following Rex at all. If he had no legal authority and no declared investigative purpose, shadowing someone in public with a camera still contributes to a reasonable perception of harassment, especially if repeated and coupled with prior threats. Claim, open carry is legal, so being armed doesn't matter. Correct. Open carry is legal in Colorado, but when paired with prior threats, county connections, intimidating behavior while armed, it's the totality of circumstances, not the gun alone, that may cross into menacing or harassment depending on intent and repetition. Claim, saying they were under contract isn't illegal. True, but what matters is the implication. Were they misrepresenting their authority? Did they act as agents of the county without accountability or oversight? Did they imply authority to suppress or intimidate? If so, that becomes material in a civil rights or 42 U.S.C. 1983 context, especially when county council is aware and silent. Claim they didn't drive by. The video shows no road signs. This is a non-denial denial. Lack of signs or buildings in the frame doesn't prove it wasn't a drive-by. especially when paired with timestamp, location metadata, or matching audio. Open quote, the court determines intent and context, not YouTube commenters. Close quote, claim, Thayer didn't ambush Rex, Rex followed Thayer. This conflates two moments. 1. The initial courthouse confrontation Thayer filming. 2. Rex attempting service afterward and being rejected by police. The ambush claim relates to number 1, a courthouse appearance by someone known to the court as a PPO respondent, allegedly filming the petitioner before service could be completed. Claim, email service doesn't work. Rex isn't allowed to serve. Colorado law allows for alternative service under Rule 304D if personal service is not possible and the court approves alternate means. Rex's filings indicate inability to pay service fee due to unsigned waiver, refusal by police, use of affidavit and email as alternative. Whether that's legally sufficient is up to the judge, not YouTube. Claim, he can't serve if he's the petitioner or if a roommate is involved. This is partially true. Self-service is not allowed in most TRO cases if conflict or interest exists. However, Rex attempted third-party service, Tommy. Police refusal narrowed the legal options. Emergency TROs have different latitude, and if a judge accepts it, that settles the matter. Claim, there was a traffic stop. He got a charging document twice. If true, this can be verified in court records. But again, the issue isn't whether a ticket was issued, it's why, and whether the prosecution is retaliatory for exercising court-ordered protections. Claim, 2020 in college wasn't lawful housing. This is a red herring. The core claim is retaliatory enforcement, not whether zoning was pristine. If others in similar situations were left alone, but this property was targeted because of who it housed, it becomes a civil rights issue regardless of the zoning code. Summary, what can be rebutted? Rebuttable with evidence or legal doctrine. Claim that dismissal equals invalidity. Voluntary, moves equals no duress. Armed surveillance, irrelevant. Alternative service, illegal. Ambush didn't happen. Service waivers, unnecessary. Housing was never lawful. Subjective, unverifiable claims. Tone of voice, intent in videos. Whether Archbell followed or was followed. Whether Arod was named or mentioned. Intent behind drive-by recordings. Sign at final call. The comment raises legitimate factual challenges, but contains contradictions, misuse of legal definitions, subjective framing as proof, absence of court-level evidence citations. Your record, especially your affidavits, exhibits, filings, and timestamps, refutes or contextualizes most of these points. Would you like a line-by-line rebuttal document for court or press, or a public response format if you plan to publish a reply?